leave the room. Thank you.
What's up guys, my name is Mark, and today I want to show you a cost-effective solution to both photography and cinematography. And it can be summed up in 2 words: vintage lenses. Vintage lenses are old 35mm camera lenses. Most of them are fixed primes with full manual focus and aperture control. The cool thing is, with inexpensive adapters, you can connect these old lenses to your new cameras. So why vintage lenses? Well, there are a number of reasons why I think they're actually really cool to use with modern photography or cinematography. First and foremost is the cost. I mean, this is kind of a very wide spectrum here because vintage lenses is a bit of a Pandora's box in terms of how deep you want to go. But generally speaking, you can get some very good glass from some brand names for really cheap compared to the modern day equivalent. So for example, we have this Carl Zeiss 50 that I picked up for $70. Tack on another $20 for the photodiox adapter, and that's $90 for a very fast prime lens that has some really interesting characteristics. Now, one thing to remember with these vintage lenses is that they are 100% manual control. There's no autofocus, there's no way to control the aperture through the camera. Everything has to be done on the actual lens, which I actually think is a bit of an advantage, especially if you're kind of new to photography. Having full control over the manual properties of your lens can give you a very hands-on learning experience, and ultimately, I believe, will make you a better photographer or videographer. I think some of my favorite parts about shooting with old glass is the physical properties of the lens are very unique. So shooting with a 40 or 50-year-old lens, as long as it's in good optical condition, can produce some really interesting results that modern glass just can't do. It's daylight out. I totally went to sleep last night not finishing, so I'm gonna finish this morning. Let me just go into a very brief technical overview of what you'll need to get started if you want to start shooting with vintage glass. Because I'm using a Sony a7S II, I'll need an adapter that can mount to that camera, as well as one that can mount to the specific lens. The Sony camera takes an NEX mounted adapter. And if I'm mounting my Pentacon 1.8, which is an M42 lens mount, I'll need an M42 to NEX adapter. My Carl Zeiss 50 1.7 is a CY mount. So to mount this lens, I'll need a CY to NEX. And my Canon 24 is an FD mount. I'll need an FD to NEX. For me, what I find interesting about filmmaking is combining old technology with new technology to kind of create something new and unique. And shooting with vintage glass kind of is a perfect blend of that old world with new world. And it really gives you an opportunity to reconnect with the roots of the art form. As much as I love modern lenses, I love the idea of going out and experimenting, and anything that promotes experimentation is a good thing. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you're somewhat inspired, maybe a little bit, to check it out. If you have any questions at all with regards to shooting with vintage glass, or any questions about the video, then leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to respond. If you did like this video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more, consider subscribing. And with that, guys, I will see you next time.